New tonight, former U.S. Senator Kyrsten Sinema is being sued as a homewrecker for allegedly ruining a 14-year marriage. The lawsuit was filed in North Carolina by a woman named Heather Amell. She's the now ex-wife of a former Sinema bodyguard and Senate staffer. North Carolina is one of the few states that has a so-called homewrecker law, and that allows people to sue a spouse's lover who may have played a role in a breakup of a marriage. Amell claims Sinema had an affair with her husband during trips across the country and around the world, and that Sinema used campaign funds to pay for all of it. The senator also accused of ethics violations for those same trips while she was still in office. Amell is seeking more than $25,000 in damages. Her ex-husband, Matthew Amell, was hired as a security guard for Sinema in 2022. He later joined her Senate staff. Court papers claim Sinema sent encrypted messages to Amell on the app Signal that were of a romantic nature and told him to bring the drug MDMA, or Molly, on a work trip so she could, quote, guide him through a psychedelic experience because he was suffering from PTSD. He's a former service member. Sinema was elected as a Democrat and later became an independent. She has not yet commented on this lawsuit, but a lot of people are talking, as you can imagine. So let's take a deep dive into this case. Josh Kolsrud now, an attorney, joining us now for this legal deep dive. Josh, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Who even knew that these laws were on the books, that you could sue somebody basically for having an affair?
Yeah, not many. You know, these types of statutes were abolished in the majority of the states over the last 100 years. So it comes from English common law, where it used to be seen that a marriage was more than just a bond. It was prestige, it was your status in the community, and even property rights. So if a man came in and stole someone's wife 200 years ago, it could really affect their status in society. So it was seen as a tort claim and people that were liable for damages.
So you don't hear about this very often. Is it surprising to you? I mean, obviously, Kyrsten Sinema is very high profile nationwide.
We don't hear about this. However, in North Carolina, this is not an uncommon lawsuit for wives and husbands who, you know, maybe want to get a little bit of revenge on the person who they think is responsible for breaking up their marriage.
So she's suing beginning at $25,000. You say it could go up to $75,000. Is that a normal amount? I mean, what does that money even mean? The loss of a husband seems like it could be far more than that.
The damages could skyrocket depending on what the facts are. So Kyrsten Sinema and her legal team were able to take the claim from state court and transfer it to federal court because it involves at least $25,000. Now, the ex-wife is claiming that the damages that she's seeking are going to be at least $75,000. And I would expect to see more evidence of that going forward.
All right, we're almost done here. Are you surprised that Sinema hasn't commented on this? Do you expect her to comment on this at all?
No, I'm not surprised, only because they haven't filed their response to the complaint yet. You know, once she files her response to the complaint, you know, I think that her team will likely have some PR definitely going forward, putting forward her part of the story. So, you know, this is salacious, you know, no matter which way you're looking at it.
Yeah, no, very interesting, especially considering that her travel was under the microscope at the end of her career there before anybody knew about that. So, Josh, we'll see you in a couple more minutes.
Sure.
Graham?
All right.